we will listen to David until then. So welcome, David. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for very interesting presentations. It's so pity that I cannot attend, but I hope that next year I will participate in all events that will be organized by CITA, and also I will have opportunity to see you face to face. There was challenges regarding bribes and old standards and outdated equipment and standard adapted for Soviet cars and high level of fraudulence and technical examination without vehicles. It's a very positive step in Georgia's, really in history, I can say proudly, because we signed in 2014 association agreement with the European Union, and many EU directives, not only in PTI or in transport, in many directions we have to implement, and this is mandatory because we assume for implementing all EU directives. The main challenge was that we had old car fleet, and 91% of vehicles are over 10 years old. We had some problems to invite international companies because most of them, they wanted to have monopoly or divide market in 2 or 3 parts. This is our statistical data in 2019 and in 2020. Compliance rate in 2020 was decreased because of COVID, and maybe it sounds strange, but government thought that okay, it's difficult times, and it's so maybe the law enforcement will not be so strict. Of course, I do not agree to terminate any legislation which is regarding law enforcement on the roads. This is roadside inspection, not implemented, and malfunction of smart cameras on roads and police weak execution. Department of Environmental Supervision is not involved in process. Many recommendations to government. Now we are waiting their response regarding roadside inspection, and I think that we need more help from maybe CITA, international companies, from experienced companies, how to implement roadside inspection. This is not a problem only for Georgia. This is problem, I think, in region. Very good news, I think, for region, not only for Georgia, because we now have a training and examination center, and this is very good news. And inspectors, as we know, need to be trained every time. Very good space with modern building and rooms and space for practice, equipped by Catholic, and so it's really great space. Now we are introducing some programs for inspectors, and this is very good news. So I think you to be your host in this building, in this new building, in training examination center, to show you more what we are going to do. Yes, positive steps we have. This is that we now have legislation according to EU directive, modern buildings of stations, one unifying software, finally equipment from brand companies and cameras, and we still have challenges with law enforcement and with supervision on inspecting process.
Hello, David. It's Gerhard speaking. First of all, congratulations. I think you do a really good work in Georgia, and be honest, I know how difficult it is to introduce a proper PTI system in a country. So this is not an easy task to do, but I think you are in a good way, and I really hope that you will introduce one day a really proper PTI system instead of all the troubles you mentioned today. So, but I think you're in a good way. The question I have, or maybe a proposal, you know that CITA made already different several studies in different countries where a proper PTI system was installed to prove and to show the benefit before and after introducing a PTI system. And I think this would be a good opportunity for your country and at least for your region, if you maybe start already observing what is the benefit, the positive impact of a PTI regarding your accident numbers, fatality numbers in your country. So I can offer that CITA could support, because we did already a lot of these studies, and I think Georgia would be a very interesting country to accompany you with your effort.
Europe is going to be lower the limits, but I think this really appropriate, as far as you have also mentioned that the air quality in Georgia is really visible bad. Though this is a little bit different to over here. You cannot see the small particles, and also the NOx is not smellable, but it's there. And also to show how this can be reduced. And we are ready to support also with details in this regard.
I really wish you to be in Georgia, because all of you, because you will see by your eyes that we made a huge jump from post-Soviet standards to European standards. So I really have the honor to invite you to the international conference also. And so your visit in Georgia on behalf of CITA will be a sign of progress, really, and message to everyone that road and ecological safety is important for CITA and for Georgia and for countries who want to be a member of European Union.